Hey, I had some technical difficulties, but I'm back. Hey, it's Nia. I'm gonna wait for everybody to hop back on because I had some technical problems. Hey, for all of you who don't know me, my name is Nia Malika Dixon. I'm an independent producer here in Los Angeles. I am from Baltimore, Maryland, and I am the creative who became the executive. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And I am broadcasting live from my home office. And I am doing this weekly Periscope to connect with you, my viewers, as well as to connect with my community of fellow creators. I do have a Facebook group called #CYOC 2016. I would love it for you to join me there, where you can interact with me directly. And if you are a member of that group, you will get exclusive free tips as well as other workshop incentives and writer products and things that will help you with your projects, as well as some one-on-one advice from me. I am an independent producer, which means that I do not belong exclusively to a studio. However, I do have connections to studios, and I do have connections to actors and agents and managers and whatnot. However, I am an independent. I am an African American woman from Baltimore, and I am a living proof that you do not have to be a member of the studio system in order to effectively create your projects. The reason why I became an executive was because I was told too often that my projects are not saleable because my protagonists, my main characters, are not straight white males. None of them. Yes, you heard me correctly. All of my main characters are other, and you know what? I think most of us are not straight white males. Come on, can I get some hearts? Tap the screen if you feel me. So unfortunately, because of that, I kept getting rejected by Hollywood, and I thought, well, why wait for Hollywood? I'm not waiting for permission. I decided to greenlight my own projects, and if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, you can see my actual projects. I've been at this for about 10 years. I came out here back in 2005, and I shot my first short film called Temporary Loss of Power, and I've been making projects off and on ever since. And like I said, I'm proof that you can do it. So yeah, as the creative, the writer who became the executive, I am going to give you some free tips, and this is where I give you a chance to interact with me personally. So please introduce yourself, tell me your name, please let me know if you are a writer, a director, a producer, because today we're going to talk about pre-production. I see a bunch of people are on, and I see a lot of my regulars are on. I saw Goretti when she jumped on, and I'm looking for my regulars. Please tell me your name. You know mine. I'm Nia. A little bit about me. I am a black woman who is also a Muslim. I'm a Muslim woman, so a lot of my storylines reflect me and people like me. I'm the voice that rarely is reflected, the invisible missing black woman in just about every movie, TV show. So I decided to change that. So if you do subscribe to my YouTube channel at Henixen Productions TV, you can see Chrysalis is a web series that I created back in 2009, and it is about Jamal, who is a Muslim guy in Baltimore who is struggling with his choice to be a Muslim and a drug dealer. And a lot of my stories are very much reflective of that dilemma of between right and wrong, and then the backdrop of urban being Baltimore. That's my hometown. So again, please do share this broadcast with your followers. Please tap the little man over there in the corner and tap share to your followers so that if you know other people in your tribe who would benefit from hearing about this, please let them in on this. Don't let it be a secret. Anyways, like I said, I want this to be interactive. So today we're talking about pre-production. And if you are a writer, director, or producer, no matter what your role is in production, you should know that there are 5 main key people above the line that as a person who's creating your own content, there's a hierarchy. So for example, me, I was always the writer who wanted to get my stories made. So I became the producer. And you would think the producer would be at the top of the list. Unfortunately, no. The top of the list is your script. Story is queen. Number 1 priority on any production is your script, your story. So make sure you have a really great script, a very professionally done script, a very tightly written script. And screenwriting is not the same thing as writing novels. So if you think you're a great creative writer and you've got these wonderfully descriptive paragraphs, screenwriting is not the same. I just would like to let you know. And if you are not a beginner, if you already know that, I apologize, but that's for the beginners. The second in the hierarchy is your cast. So if you are the producer, this is your hierarchy. You are prioritizing your script first. So make sure you have a very tightly written script. Then you want to cast. And if you know a very good casting director, yes, get a casting director. If you don't, if you can't afford it, if it's not in your budget, hey, guess what? You are now the casting director. So make sure you understand your script because your script will inform your cast. Hey, pay attention here. This is important. This hierarchy is really important because your story is the most important thing coming across on your screen. And then your actors are the people responsible for making that happen, making it come alive. The next thing you do is make sure you have a director who understands your vision. And if you are the director, you are the director. If you're the writer who knows the vision and you can't get a director that's in your budget, then hey, guess what? You're the director. But you better know how to do it. You really have to have a connection with actors to understand how to get them to tease out the meaning, the life of your words. See, this is something that a lot of people won't tell you, but just because you have a great script and a great cast, not necessarily mean you have a very well-crafted production. Your director could be really bad at teasing out a really great performance from your actors. So that's something to take note of. So you've got to make sure, recapping, you've got a great script, you have to make sure you have a really great cast, and you have to make sure you have a director who understands the vision and how to get your actors to put that into life, to breathe life into that. And then number 4 in the hierarchy is you as the producer. Yes, you are not the most important person or the most important thing. Once you are solid with your script, your cast, and your director, then yes, you come next. As a producer, then you need to make sure that you have the great resource people, and those people like your assistants, your PAs, and those people will help you make sure you do your job. And then underneath you comes the DP. The DP needs to be a very great DP, someone who's technically savvy, but also very creative, someone who's very good at communicating expressively, and who can get that vision across from the director onto the screen, and then the sound. Sound and DP go hand in hand. It's kind of like a tie. You need to make sure you have a great sound. You have great sound technicians, you have great sound equipment. So, to recap, this is your hierarchy as a CYOC, as your do-it-yourself, as someone who has to greenlight your own projects. Your script is queen. Number 1, hierarchy, prioritize. You've got to have a great, well-written, tightly done, professionally crafted script. Then a very tightly cast. You need professional actors, people who know how to communicate your words into breathable and living, bringing that story to life. And then the director. You need to make sure you have a director who can take that script and communicate that. And if you don't have those three pieces, then you're going to fumble. That's your foundation. From there, you are the producer, you are next in the hierarchy, and then you need to make sure you have a quality DP, your cinematographer, and your sound technicians. So there's your power five. Yes, the last two are a tie, the DP and sound. So if you have other questions about CYOC, please do join the Facebook group, and then you can talk to me personally. I do give one-on-one interaction, and I also host a webinar monthly where I teach screenwriting. I am giving a free webinar next month, and several people answered my survey, so they will be getting an email from me. Look for that. And if you have any other questions, please do join the Facebook group and then send me a message. Again, hashtag CYOC 2016. It is free. And I will see you next week. Bye.